GM's CEO just made a big announcement. 6 completely new models for 2027 that are coming to rewrite the rules of what this automaker can do. If you've been frustrated watching GM play it safe with boring, predictable releases while competitors take all the risks, these 6 vehicles are going to completely change your opinion. While other automakers are canceling iconic nameplates, GM is bringing back legendary performance trucks, creating a Corvette SUV, and launching vehicles that will make you forget everything you thought you knew about this company. Let's start the countdown. Number 6. GMC Cyclone. GM is bringing back one of the most legendary performance trucks in history. The GMC Cyclone is making its comeback, and this isn't going to be some watered-down tribute model. For those who remember the original from the early 1990s, this was the street-legal beast that embarrassed sports cars at every stoplight. Most automakers are killing off their performance trucks or turning them into overpriced lifestyle vehicles. GMC is doing the opposite. They're reviving a nameplate that stood for raw, unapologetic speed in a pickup truck body. The 2027 version is going to push those boundaries even further. Picture this. You're sitting at a red light next to a Mustang. The light turns green. While they're still spinning their wheels trying to get traction, you've already launched ahead with all-wheel drive grip that turns 500 pound-feet of torque into pure forward momentum. We're talking about quarter-mile times in the low 12-second range. Unlike the original limited production run, GMC is planning to make the new Cyclone a regular part of their lineup. Early indications suggest a starting price around $60,000. That's thousands less than comparable performance vehicles, but if a performance truck seems too specialized, wait until you see how GM is bringing that same philosophy to the SUV segment with a nameplate nobody expected. Number 5. Chevrolet Corvette SUV. Chevrolet is expanding the Corvette family into SUV territory, and it's going to compete directly with Lamborghini Urus, Porsche Cayenne, and BMW's X5M. Yes, a Corvette SUV sounds like sacrilege, but when you look at what's coming, it makes perfect sense. High-performance SUV buyers are paying $150,000 to $250,000 for European nameplates when they really just want American muscle in a practical package. Now Chevrolet is bringing Corvette DNA to the segment, and they're going to do it for significantly less money. Power output will start around 500 horsepower in base models, but the real headline is the Z06-based variant, which is about to deliver over 650 horsepower. 0 to 60 times are projected in the low 3-second range. Top speed will easily exceed 180 miles per hour. You can drop your kids off at school in the morning, load groceries in the afternoon, and still destroy every performance car on your evening drive home. All without the back-breaking ride quality of a traditional sports car. While Lamborghini charges over $200,000 for the Urus, Chevrolet is reportedly targeting a base price around $90,000. The Corvette SUV proves GM can build a world-class performance machine, but what about buyers who want luxury and practicality over outright speed? That's where Cadillac steps in with something truly revolutionary. Number 4. Cadillac Vistique. Production starts in just a few months on what Cadillac calls their most important vehicle launch in a decade. The Vistique is going to be a 3-row electric SUV combining luxury, performance, and practicality, and it's targeting a segment where very few options currently exist. If you want 3 rows and electric power, your choices are extremely limited. Tesla's Model X exists, but it's aging and notoriously unreliable. The few other options available compromise on luxury, performance, or both. The Vistique rides on GM's Ultium platform, completely reworked to accommodate 3 rows without compromising space. The result measures over 200 inches in length. That's big enough to provide genuine space for adults in all 3 rows. The dual-motor setup delivers around 450 horsepower. But here's what really matters. Anyone who's planned a family road trip in an electric vehicle knows the anxiety of constantly hunting for charging stations. Cadillac is targeting over 300 miles on a single charge. That's Los Angeles to San Francisco with just 1 charging stop instead of 2 or 3. Suddenly, that Thanksgiving trip becomes practical instead of stressful. The interior is where Cadillac really separates itself. Curved OLED display, premium leather throughout, and sound insulation that rivals luxury sedans. The second row gets captain's chairs as standard. The third row will actually be usable for adults. Pricing starts around $75,000. That positions the Vistique thousands below competitors while offering more space. The Vistique shows what GM can do at the premium end, but what about everyday buyers who want electric power without the luxury price tag? Chevrolet has an answer that's going to surprise everyone. Number 3. Chevrolet Bolt. The Bolt is making a comeback after a controversial hiatus, and the new version features completely different EV technology than the model Chevrolet discontinued. This is a complete reimagining of what an affordable electric vehicle should be. The original Bolt was discontinued due to its age, but during that downtime, GM's battery technology evolved dramatically. The new Bolt uses next-generation Ultium battery cells. These cells offer better energy density, faster charging speeds, and significantly improved safety. The new Bolt offers over 300 miles of range in its base configuration. Charging speed jumps to 150 kilowatts, meaning 10 to 80% charges in under 30 minutes. You can grab lunch, use the restroom, and get back on the road before your food gets cold. Pricing is the real headline. Chevrolet is targeting a starting price under $30,000. After federal tax credits, some buyers could get into a new Bolt for around $22,500. But unlike other budget EVs, the Bolt won't feel like a penalty box. The interior gets completely redesigned with better materials and a much larger infotainment screen. The exterior styling moves away from the quirky hatchback look. The new Bolt is going to look more like a conventional compact SUV. GM is making a massive bet that the affordable EV market is about to explode. But electric power isn't for everyone, especially those who want something with more character and heritage. That's where GM's next surprise comes in, bringing back a nameplate that hasn't been seen in decades. Number 2. Chevrolet El Camino. Get ready for the return of an American icon. The El Camino nameplate is coming back for 2027, but this isn't going to be anything like the V8-powered muscle machine from the 1970s. Chevrolet is completely reinventing what an El Camino can be. Compact pickup trucks are exploding in popularity, but most of them are bland and forgettable. The Ford Maverick proved there's massive demand for affordable, fuel-efficient trucks, but buyers want something with more personality. The 2027 El Camino is going to be a compact pickup truck with retro-inspired styling cues. Think modern proportions mixed with heritage design elements. But under the skin, this is completely contemporary. Base models use a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. But the real story is fuel economy. Chevrolet is targeting over 30 miles per gallon combined. Consider what that actually means. If you're driving 15,000 miles a year, that's the difference between spending $1,800 on gas versus $2,400 with a less efficient truck. That $600 annual savings adds up fast. A hybrid version is also in development. Early reports suggest it could achieve over 40 miles per gallon. That would make it the most fuel-efficient pickup truck in America. Base models should start around $27,000, and the bed will measure around 5 feet. That's enough for weekend projects and light hauling. And speaking of full-size pickups, if you think the compact El Camino is impressive, wait until you see what GM is doing with their bread-and-butter models that actually pay the bills. Number 1. Next generation Silverado and Sierra. The most important announcement is the complete redesign of GM's full-size trucks. The next generation Silverado and Sierra are finally arriving, bringing the interior revolution and powertrain updates that owners have been demanding for years. Current Silverado and Sierra interiors have been criticized as outdated and cheap-feeling compared to Ford and Ram. Anyone who's climbed into a new F-150 or Ram 1500 and then sat in a Silverado knows exactly what we're talking about. You feel the difference immediately. The new generation is completely changing that narrative. GM's designers have created cabins that actually compete with luxury SUVs. Powertrain updates are equally dramatic. The next generation V8 engines are coming with significant improvements. GM's new small block V8 is going to offer more power, better fuel economy, and reduced emissions. Expect base V8 models to deliver around 400 horsepower. Turbo 4 and turbo diesel options will carry on with their particular strengths. Capability-wise, towing capacity is about to exceed 14,000 pounds in properly equipped models. From the street-dominating Cyclone to the Corvette SUV that challenges European exotics, from the luxury Vistique to the affordable Bolt, GM is attacking every segment with vehicles nobody saw coming. The El Camino brings back an icon with modern efficiency, while the next-generation Silverado and Sierra finally deliver the interiors and powertrains owners have been demanding. These aren't safe, predictable releases. These are bold moves that prove GM is done playing it conservative. With these novelties, GM has big chances to improve its market share, but the thing is that rivals are updating their lineup significantly as well. If you want to find out more about what's coming from Ford, make sure to check out our next video. The Blue Oval Company is making some really bold moves.